Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Hearthstone time.
And it's Kobolds and Catacombs. The new expansion is out, and with it comes a new type of solo adventure, which I believe is going to be a more arena-like. Like, you start out with very few cards, and you build a deck. That's basically all I know. I don't know if you pick your starting cards, or, like, I'm assuming that it's more, like, arena-like. You have to choose them from a list, not, like, from your constructed cards. Of course, everything goes slow. Of course. There we go. So we've got a quest right now. Came with the expansion to select a thing and where. Okay, Kobolds and Catacombs. Okay. Dungeon Run. Activate. I don't know if there's normally a cost to it. I don't think so. Because it said it was a quest to start a dungeon run. It didn't say, here's a free dungeon token, which is what it would do if it was working like the arena. Challenge 1 of 8. Giant rats. Hero power to summon 2 1/1 rats. Okay. I don't know what's in my deck. I don't know what the choice was, because it just said choose, and choose a class. We'll take Shaman, because Shaman's usually the... I still have this bias, which may not be fair anymore, but from early arena, that Shaman is one of the top classes for an environment where it's not constructed. That's what I feel like. It is probably an inaccurate bias from back in the day when fire elementals are common. When there were many fewer cards in the game, you had a pretty good chance to get fire elementals in the arena. And I mean, flame strikes are pretty OP as well, but if you can get yourself a few fire elementals, that's like death. And it was death in like beta arena. It's awesome. Not awesome. Load times. And also recording in the winter when my furnace keeps coming on and stuff like that. I have to filter out the sound from the furnace. My audio seems lower quality. I'm mostly blaming it. Wow, a giant rat. Well, his hero power is no joke. I mean, it's not insane or anything, but it's no joke. That's the power. I don't want you in my starting hand, though. Or you. Axe we keep. Could be worse. So I can't squelch the rat. Okay, anyway. Play a dude. Yes, very small decks. Does his deck get smaller? It does. Okay. So we actually have this number of cards. That is an annoying counter to my play. I maybe should have just played this, but not too worried. Well, rats. Okay, dude. Now he'll get +1/+1 if I lightning or axe or both. What? You dink. Ah! That was unpleasant. That was severely unpleasant. What the crap? Well then. Die. Yeah, that turn did not go how I would have liked. Make your shit cheaper. I'm guessing he doesn't have a lot of expensive stuff in his deck. Then again, the decks are small. Like, if he has expensive cards, he's going to have them soon. That might have been useful earlier in the game. Hero powering each other is not necessarily ideal. We don't have a lot of hit points either. Jeez. If you had another Timberwolf, I'd be dead. But I'm guessing it doesn't have duplicate. I'm guessing we don't start with duplicates. That is a lot of dudes. I wish my deck had a Maelstrom. Lightning Storm, or... Yeah, I noticed. Lightning Storm! Excellent Tron. Do I try and make a totem first? It's got a 1 in 3 chance to guarantee this guy dies. But he's got a 50-50 chance to die anyway, and I could kill him with this if I had to. Although I only have so many cards, so I don't necessarily want to. Let's totem. No, that is not the one. 50-50 chance? Of course not. Yeah. I mean, both the axe and the cards are limited. I'm guessing Giant Rat is not packing a lot of direct damage. Yeah, you waste that. You go ahead. The rats are bad, though, and my mana is locked, so that's not great. That is potentially great. Oh well, this is gonna hurt, and I'm gonna have not much left. I have to kill him fast, because the fatigue's gonna murder me. My no hit points. Wow, that is a serious thing. Okay, step 1. Can I kill him? I gotta do 9 damage. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easily. Yeah. Easily murder him. I wonder how many different possibilities there are for each encounter, like for the first one and stuff like that. I'm assuming it's not always a giant rat. That'd be kind of lame. Okay, got cards for beginning a dungeon run. Get a replacement quest. Defeat 5 dungeon run bosses. Okay. These are not normal cards. Passive, at the start of the game, draw 2 cards. That's pretty sweet, obviously. Passive, enemy minions cost 1 more. Not bad. Passive, your minions have permanent stealth. I mean, it's not going to be permanent. Like, that's going to be, they have stealth until they attack. That's kind of strong, but that also makes your taunt not work. I don't have a lot of taunt. The taunt I have is from Defender Vargas. Starting with 2 more cards. This is tough. This is going to deck me more. The number of cards is so small. Deck death is pretty relevant. Let's Glyph of Warding. Probably not the coolest choice. So to take these in packs, so I can get either the Murlocs, another Tidehunter, a Cold Light Seer, a Spirit Walker. Oh, I thought he was a different one. This guy's actually pretty good. Another Murloc dies, draw a card. Overload one, I don't know. What else we got? Restoration, so that piece of junk. This guy, he's a 3/6 for 4 plus 1. And he heals 6. Tidal Surge does 4 damage to a minion and heals for 4. That's pretty strong in this format, I think. Finder's Keepers could get you crazy good stuff. Tunnel Trog and Totem Golem. Man, I'm not a huge fan of Overload, but these are all really good cards. These 2 are super good early game, and this is a cheap way to potentially get something amazing. I already have 1 guy who cares about Overload and 2 Overload cards in my deck. So it'd be 2 guys who care about Overload and a lot of Overload cards in my deck. I'm not sure that, like, if you just told me, do you want Overload, I would not probably take it. But given the choices of cards, I think I gotta take the Overload pack. We have more? No. Cobalt Pirate's favorite move is Charge. Hero Power, he spends 1 mana and gives a minion Charge? Ugh! Kinda glad I have the Glyph of Warding, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. That is an ugly-ass power. Although, I mean, I just got a superpower that is passive that's always on, so, I mean, obviously they have to make them more challenging. Well, I don't know, so far this seems like a pretty cool cool format. I'll have to see how much variety there is in the enemy bosses, but even then, there's going to be variety in the cards. I don't know how many different card pack choices you get, if those change. Obviously they change by class, but I mean, if they change, I don't know. No, not in the starting hand, you guys. You two are not starting hand material. Excellent. 15, he's got less hit points than me. Right, I've got my glyph of warding, which I'm sure he does not appreciate.
As you be getting stronger, the monsters be getting stronger. Pecuniary elasticity is an important part of Kobold and Catacombs market economic tactics.
I see. Craziness. Okay. Murlocs. So even if he plays a one-mana minion, he can't give a charge, which he'd normally be able to. Yeah, it's good to know that he's got that. Try and get out like a taunt totem or something? Or getting value out of the totem seems pretty good in such a short game. My opponent's not going to get crazy value out of it. Obviously we're going to kill the Death Snake. Okay. I don't think his untargetability is great, but He would have had charge. He would have gotten a free coin and chain reaction. Okay, let's we'll use one of these guys to kill that. That's fine. Well, I could just play. I could do a lot of damage if I Stormforged Axe. Okay, nuts to this. It'd be nice to have him out, but no, we're gonna go Axe and Flame Tongue for crazy atomic damage. There are not enough hit points in this format for him to screw around with this. Yeah, good luck with that. Normally that would have charge. He seems to react poorly to this thing, and also he's dead. Okay, so that was easy. His hero power was great, but he didn't use it very well. He just kept playing minions on curve with the +1 mana, whereas normally he would have been paying. Normally he would have been paying the exact same amount of mana, except that he would have been charging with them, which would have been a huge difference. Alright, so elementals. We got this guy. How much of my stuff is elemental? 1, 2, yes, sort of 3. That doesn't count because he's too expensive. So not a lot to trigger him. He's mostly going to be 3, 5 for 4. Potentially do that. Ragnaros, holy crap. Okay. Over here we have Doppelgangster, Double Doppelgangster, and Gilbin Mechatork. Now that's stupid. Well, we're not taking that row. And more Murlocs. We've gone Super Murlocs. Unite the Murlocs. I don't like that, though. And I don't think I have enough Murlocs to trigger that quest. That's kind of dumb. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, not even if I had taken the other Murlocs, I wouldn't have enough to trigger that quest. That's kind of stupid. Alright, well, Elementals it is, obviously. Frost Fur, hero power, freeze a minion. That's straightforward, but pretty solid. Some would say frozen solid. Yeah, you push that gold in the pals.
For Doomhammer.
I told you, Kobolds. Oh, what have we here?
Not the voice I expected. I don't want you in my starting hand. I don't really want you either, but if I keep you, I might have more chance to get your thing going off. Nah, whatever. Got the Trog. Let's try for some overload. The Axe would be amazing. Axe would be amazing. Ragnaros, also amazing, but not for quite a while. That passive seems really hardcore strong. Him getting frozen would be annoying. Ragnaros getting frozen, not very effective. Let's do this, because I'll still have the 2 mana next turn. It works out pretty well. You know what? Life totals are so small, I'm going to spend one of my precious, precious axe charges on that. Is it a mistake? Who knows? So I can make a totem and axe that guy. Let's make a totem first. This will be more valuable if I can have 2 guys alive. Oh, okay. I'm going to kill that guy and then take the healing and save my axe charges. I'm playing long term. He has way more cards than I do. What the? That feels really scary, because normally things that do that do damage. He says that, it's like, oh, my guy's dead. No, he's fine. He'll be fine for later. Okay, so wait and play him with an elemental. Let's shoot him. Damage. Now, I'm tempted to use another axe charge, but we're not that close to. No! Oh wait, yeah, he's gotta kill that. I mean, still no, but that's not actually what I was thinking of when I was knowing. You are a totem, not an elemental. Right. Makes sense. So this will buff him up to 3. I'm gonna have to axe that guy. That's okay, though. No taunt totem? Seriously? Don't just play the charge guy. I don't like that not being a taunt totem. Also, playing this means that I can't play him next turn, which is kind of crap. Ow! That is a serious dude. Okay, if I play him, though, then I can play him, except next turn I'm going to play him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. +1/+1 on one of my big guys would allow them to survive, and do 4 damage to him, so that's fine. Let's keep the health on the Trog. Yeah, save my axe charge, because I can do it next turn. I'm going to play him, because we're just going to go balls to the wall and try and win. I mean, if my opponent is saving up for a blizzard, then fine, be an ass. Arcane Explosion's not enough, you need more than that. Oh, I'm sorry, you have lost. I could play him and get his thing, but instead I blow you up. Okay. So far it seems pretty easy. The hardest fight was the first one, because I had no control whatsoever on what was in my deck. This is nuts! But we'll see if it gets any more nuts next time.
And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.